Hello, darlings. You've all heard of Marilyn Monroe. Some of you know Bridget Bardot. Well, now it's time for the Cognac show. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh. I said Cognac, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm your bubbly blonde, fabulously dressed to impress.
Welcome back. We're here at the Longislandfilmexpo, and I'm here with this fabulous winner. Introduce yourself to the camera.
Hi, I'm Kurt Fissel. I'm a director and the DP on a film called Safeguarding Memory, Preserving Jewish Life in Poland, or Remembering Jewish Life in Poland, Mass Graves. So it's a documentary that takes place in the eastern part of Poland and interviewing elderly Poles, non-Jews, who take you into the woods and show you where their childhood memories of seeing things happen in the woods, the first time they've ever talked about this.
How interesting. What made you want to make a film like this?
Well, I've been working on my wife, who I want to thank, Ellen Friedland, who's not here, but she was the producer, and I have been working on films in Eastern Europe for almost 15 years. And somebody came and said, you know, there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of memories that haven't been touched yet, and there's actually one man who goes out and he talks to these people. And I said, this is a great story. We had just finished a film in Uganda on coffee growers, so on the footsteps of that we did something a little more.
And now you won the award, right? What does that feel like?
Oh, it feels great. More so for the, I'm a little emotional about it because a couple people in the film have already passed on, and it's it's the humanitarian ward. And what I think is so interesting about it is the people who the story focuses around have, in their own lives, have done such a humanitarian thing to come out and give these memories before they do pass on, and many have passed on. But I think the whole, doing so much work in Poland and knowing that the stories that these people carry, unless they're documented now, they can't help enlighten other people to the whole, what they saw as a youth, and now it's kind of lifted this off them like a catharsis. So
this is truly wonderful. Truly, truly wonderful that you made a film like this. Now, but you're working on another project too.
Working on multiple projects.
Multiple projects.
Well, in different stages. When you're a filmmaker, you end up doing stuff in different layers.
As a matter of fact, there's somebody making a movie about me. They're making a documentary about my life as a celebrity talk show host and interviewer. And he told me he's working on several projects as he's making this movie about me. I work on several projects too. I'm always interviewing. I'm a filmmaker too.
Multitasking.
Yeah.
I find that we're multitasking on a project in France now. We're also working on one with Afghanistani and Iraqi. We're starting talking to somebody about that, about veterans, dealing with post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Only documentaries, though.
Yeah. I would like to start a narrative project in Australia, but it's in the script stage right now.
But you like documentaries.
I worked for PBS for 22 years.
Ah, that explains it.
Everything from Kosovo to Siberia to Rwanda. And
well, I have to tell you, I do enjoy documentaries. I must tell you that. I do love watching them. I like them sometimes better than some of the other things I see that people make in film.
It gives people like a touch with life. Narrative films are great. I love narrative films. That's why I want to try to make one. But in this particular case, documentaries, I don't work with a storyboard. We work with an outline. We start with a concept. You know, you never know what you're going to find. I worked on a project for 5 years in Kosovo one time, and what we started off with the original concept was not what the final project was. So
amazing,
yeah.
Amazing. You are truly a very interesting gentleman. I want you to tell my audience where we can go to find out more information about you as a filmmaker and about the movie you just won the documentary for. Where can we go to find more information?
The documentary can be found at www.safeguardingmemorythemovie.com. And more about the production company and the work that we do can be found at Gemglow, www.jemglo.org. And my name is Kurt, and you'll find it there. Google search me.
Thank you, Don.
Take care, love. Thank you so much.
We'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more interviews right here at the Long Island Film Expo in Belmore. Pink champagne kisses.
Hello, I'm Terry Thompson from Prudential Douglas Elliman. Welcome to the Hamptons. What I love about my job is that every customer is completely different, and every day is a new experience. I chose Prudential Douglas Elliman mostly because of my love for Southampton. I visited 20 years ago and knew I was home. It was important to me to know that I was working with a company that had not only the technology and professionalism, but a company that would also allow me to think outside the box and be an individual.
I find her incredibly personable. I think she cares more about her job than many people I've ever met in any profession, and that makes a huge difference. There's such a sense of sincerity and happiness with the work that she does that it really is important that she makes the clients happy. And what kind of sale that materializes from that isn't as important as actually being able to do her job well and seeing people in the right sort of home.
So let me help you find your Hamptons dream. Call me, Terry Thompson, your key to the Hamptons.
Hello, darlings. Welcome back. I'm Cognac Wellerlane, and we are here at the Long Island Film Expo. And I'm here with another spectacular winner of tonight's fabulous event right here at the Long Island Film Expo. Introduce yourself to the camera.
My name is Mike Rosigliano.
And you won the award now. Tell my audience what you won for.
Best short film.
Best short film.
Yes.
Tell my audience about the synopsis of this film. First of all, tell my audience the name of the film.
The name of the film is Lily of the Feast, and it's about a bookie-turned-banker by the name of Santo Bastucci, whose father-in-law is kind of a half a wise guy, and puts him in a box with the local mob head. And he gets put in a position that most guys in 1973, Williamsburg, Brooklyn, don't get put in. And that's what it's about.
And that's what it's about. Now, who inspired you to make this film?
Well, my family is from Williamsburg.
So is mine, by the way. I'm Italian, too.
Oh, there you go. I see that. My family's from Williamsburg, Brooklyn. My uncle was the pastor of Our Lady of Mount Carmel Church in the 70s. And growing up, I grew up here on the island in Garden City, but my father would tell me the bedtime stories were of the characters from Williamsburg and, you know, Jackson, Leonard, and Consollier, and what it was like to be in the feast of Our Lady of Mount Carmel. And that's kind of where the idea came from, and, you know, we kind of went on from there.
Now, you worked with Federico on this film.
Correct.
Explain to my audience about that influence in this film, how he influenced you, how he helped you with this movie.
Well, what wound up happening was I had a client of mine who had done some work with Federico, and I had showed him the screenplay, and he said, I want to introduce you to somebody. And I had dinner with Federico, and he read it, and he said, you know, I love it, and I want to do it. And he got it in the hands of Paul Sorvino and Tony Lobianco and Danny Margata, and they said, boy, we like this, and we want to do it as well. And everyone really was on the exact same page of what we thought the film and what we thought the story should be.
So it's not just another shoot 'em up, beat 'em up, bang 'em up movie, is it?
No, it's not. It's really not a mob film.
Yeah.
It's really about a guy who's really put in a very precarious position, and what the right thing to do, and sometimes you know, what the society of Williamsburg at that time dictates you do, are two different things. And Santo has to go on this journey to find out what the right thing to do is.
Okay. Well, it looks like a very exciting film, and I can't wait to see it. And I thank you for taking the time to talk to us here at the LongIslandExchange.com and CognacsCorner.tv. Tell my audience, where can we go to find out more information about this movie? Do you have a website?
Yes, we do. LilyoftheFeast.com. We are going to be in the Rhode Island International Film Festival next month. And we'll be showing there where, you know, hopefully, you know, we'll get as well received as we did here.
Yeah, you did amazing
fantastic.
here. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Do you have a Facebook page?
I do not. No.
Well, we're going to work on that.
We're probably not going to work on that.
Yeah,
But we
no?
No, dear. We're just going to...
One more time, the website.
lilyofthefeast.com.
Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Okay.
We'll be back in a moment, darlings, with more winners right here at the Long Island Film Expo in Boneboro, Long Island. Pink champagne kisses.
Fabulously dressed to impress. One of a kind girl. This has been a Crybaby Productions, darlings.